Hospitality shapes our travel experiences. Today we venture into the realms of the 10 countries infamous for their poor hospitality. This exploration isn't about pointing fingers, but about understanding the cultural factors, specific incidents, and the reasons behind these reputations. We'll delve into anecdotes, traveler experiences, and cultural insights that shed light on the unique hospitality dynamics of each country. So, buckle up as we prepare to embark on this intriguing journey. Are you ready to embark on this intriguing journey? First on our list are 2 countries that leave their guests wanting more in hospitality. Our first stop takes us to a land of rich history and diverse landscapes, where the hospitality is as cold as their winter chill. This country, despite its stunning natural beauty and architectural wonders, has a reputation for being less than welcoming. Tourists often report feeling more like intruders than guests, with locals appearing indifferent or even unfriendly. This aloofness, however, may stem from the country's cultural norms that value privacy and personal space over warm welcomes and small talk. Next, we journey to a nation known for its vibrant culture and mouth-watering cuisine. Yet, it seems this country's hospitality leaves a bitter taste in the mouths of many travelers. Visitors often report feeling unwelcome and misunderstood, citing language barriers and cultural misinterpretations as key issues. Locals, on the other hand, attribute this perception to a misunderstood sense of humor and a straightforward communication style that foreign visitors may misconstrue as rudeness. Historically, both countries have faced their fair share of challenges, from political upheavals to economic downturns, which may have contributed to these hospitality issues. While these factors don't excuse poor hospitality, they do provide some context. In the first country, the cultural emphasis on privacy and personal space may come across as cold or unwelcoming to outsiders. In the second, a language barrier and a unique sense of humor could lead to misunderstandings and negative experiences. But it's not all doom and gloom. Both countries are taking steps to improve their hospitality reputations. The first has launched initiatives to train service industry professionals in customer service, while the second is focusing on language education and cultural exchange programs to bridge the gap with international visitors. Despite their rich cultural histories, these countries seem to struggle in the hospitality department. But as they work towards improving their reputations, they remind us that hospitality is more than just a friendly smile. It's an understanding and appreciation of cultural differences. Moving on, let's delve into the hospitality challenges of our next 2 countries. As we journey further into this exploration, we find ourselves in a country where the local customs might seem a bit off-putting to the unsuspecting traveler. Here, the typical welcoming smile is replaced with a stern gaze. This isn't necessarily a sign of rudeness, but rather a cultural nuance that can be misinterpreted by visitors. What may seem like a lack of warmth is often just a different form of respect. Next on our list is a country where hospitality takes on a whole new meaning. Here, the locals are known for their reserved demeanor. This isn't because they're unwelcoming, but it's simply how they express their hospitality. It's a world away from the open arms and warm smiles we often associate with welcoming cultures. Instead, respect and space are the cornerstones of their approach to hospitality. It's a fascinating contrast that can baffle first-time visitors. But let's not forget, travel is about immersing ourselves in new cultures, not imposing our own. It's about embracing the unfamiliar, even when it's uncomfortable. When it comes to these countries, their unique hospitality customs are a part of the adventure. Yet it's important to note that these countries are not without their hospitality challenges. There have been instances where travelers have felt unwelcome, and these experiences can significantly impact a country's reputation. However, it's vital to remember that one negative experience doesn't define an entire nation. Indeed, these countries offer a different kind of hospitality, one that may seem unconventional to us, but isn't that the beauty of travel? The opportunity to experience the world in all its diversity, to challenge our preconceptions and broaden our perspectives. In these countries, the silent nod of acknowledgement, the respectful distance, the lack of overt friendliness, these are not signs of inhospitality. On the contrary, they are unique expressions of welcome that simply require a shift in perspective to appreciate. Clearly, hospitality isn't their strongest suit. Next up are 2 countries where hospitality seems to be a luxury, not a norm. The first of the pair is a country where the stunning landscapes seem to be in stark contrast to the reception visitors often receive. Many travelers report feeling more like intruders than welcomed guests. This lack of warmth, however, doesn't seem to stem from any cultural tradition, but rather from a general indifference towards tourists. While it's certainly not a universal experience, it's a common enough sentiment that has left many a traveler feeling cold. In response to this, the country's government has launched initiatives geared towards improving the hospitality sector. Training programs are being offered to those in the tourism industry with the aim of fostering a more welcoming environment for visitors. Time will tell if these efforts will bear fruit. The second country on our list is a place where the hospitality challenge lies not in indifference, but in overzealousness. Here, tourists often find themselves overwhelmed by the intensity of the local people's approach. Whether it's aggressive haggling in markets or insistent offers of assistance, the line between hospitality and harassment can sometimes blur. This can leave visitors feeling uncomfortable and on guard, rather than relaxed and welcomed. Interestingly, this country is also taking steps to address the issue. They're implementing regulations to curb overly aggressive behavior, and are running awareness campaigns to educate locals about the importance of respectful interactions with tourists. These two countries present an interesting contrast in hospitality dynamics. On one hand, there's the challenge of indifference, and on the other, there's the issue of overbearing enthusiasm. Both extremes can create an unwelcoming environment for tourists. However, the efforts being made by both countries to improve their hospitality standards show a recognition of the importance of tourism and a desire to enhance the visitor experience. Hospitality might not be their forte, but their unique cultures continue to draw travelers. And who knows, perhaps in the future, these countries will not only be known for their breathtaking landscapes and rich histories, but also for their warm and welcoming hospitality. Rounding off our list, we have two countries where the welcome mat seems to be missing. In the 9th position, we find a country that has been making headlines for all the wrong reasons. An unexpected contender, its reputation for inhospitality has been shaped not by individual interactions but by systemic issues. Many travelers report feeling unwelcome due to strict visa regulations, bureaucratic red tape, and a general lack of tourist-friendly infrastructure. It's a shame, as this country brims with rich history and breathtaking landscapes that could be a traveler's paradise. The final country on our list is a bit of a paradox. Known for its awe-inspiring natural beauty and iconic landmarks, it's a bucket list destination for many. However, it's also known for its frosty reception towards tourists. Interestingly, the root of this perceived lack of warmth isn't rudeness or disrespect, but a cultural norm. In this country, people value privacy and personal space, often keeping to themselves and maintaining a reserved demeanor. It's a cultural nuance that can be misconstrued as unwelcoming, especially by travelers from more effusive cultures. To sum up, these two countries showcase how hospitality, or a lack thereof, isn't always about manners or friendliness. It can be influenced by a myriad of factors, from governmental policies to deeply ingrained cultural norms. These examples remind us that our perception of hospitality is often a mirror reflecting our own cultural biases and expectations. Yet it's essential to remember that every traveler's experience is unique. While these countries may have garnered a reputation for poor hospitality, countless visitors have found warmth, kindness, and memorable experiences within their borders. After all, hospitality isn't just about the destination, but also about the people you meet and the connections you forge along the way. It seems that their hospitality reputation precedes them. But as with any journey, it's the unexpected surprises and the roads less traveled that often leave the most indelible marks. Having journeyed through these 10 countries, we've garnered some intriguing insights. It's a fascinating yet complex task, unraveling the intricate tapestry of cultural norms and hospitality customs that shape a country's reputation. Each nation we've explored holds its own unique dynamic, from the reserved, often misunderstood demeanor of some, to the overtly challenging experiences in others. We've seen how cultural expectations, societal norms, and even historical context contribute to the perception of hospitality, or lack thereof. It's a reminder that our experiences are not just shaped by the places we visit, but also by the people we meet, and the interactions we have along the way. In the face of perceived inhospitality, it's crucial to remember that understanding is a two-way street. As travelers, we bear the responsibility to approach different cultures with an open mind, respecting their customs and traditions, even when they challenge our own comfort zones. In the grand scheme of things, these 10 countries are but a small piece of the global puzzle. There are countless other nations, each with their own unique hospitality dynamics waiting to be explored. Who knows? Maybe your next journey will tip the scales and help alter the narrative. Remember, every journey is an opportunity to learn, grow, and perhaps change the reputation of these countries for the better.